What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger, man. It is official. Shibarium beta release is on the way. For all those who said it wasn't going to happen, what do you have to say now? We just got word from Shibarium Technology, otherwise at Shibarium Tech. This is the official shibainu Shibarium page. We can confirm this by even taking a look at the page. Let's go over. Let's take a look at who this page is followed by. We can see Archangel. We can see Shibarium 1. We can see Xander. We can see Satoshi. We can see and these are just, people who we know are, working on the Shiba Inu team. Also, we can see some of the influencers, Lucy Sheep. We can see Your Pop. We can see Sheep Guy. We can see JD's update, Zach Humphreys. So, this is the official Shibarium page. We got to take a look at what they are saying, y'all. They say, attention, Sheep Army. We're thrilled. Hey, let me know how the audio is sounding too. We got in my last video, some people let me know the audio was a little shaky. Let me know, did I fix that? Did we get that right? Shout out to everybody pulling up, man. I see y'all in the building deep right now. We got over 50 people in the stream. Let's go. Hit that like button, man. Shibarium beta is here. This is what the OGs, the double OGs to the Shiba Inu ecosystem have been waiting for. This is that moment. The beta is the pre-release until the official version. Now, this isn't the full live, Shibarium, but this is a version that will give us some insight to how Shibarium will work. We'll be able to use it. We'll be able to test it out, and see, what things are what. And then that'll get us, some idea of how the burn will go. That's one of the biggest things. We're going to talk about burn in a minute, but you good? It's good. Audio's all right. Okay. You good, broski? Audio's good. Okay. Appreciate y'all, man. I think I figured out what it was, man. I switched something up yesterday on the interface and I had to fix that back. But it says, we're thrilled to announce the Shibarium public beta will be launching this week, y'all. That is this week. That is not next week. Like I said, it's not next month, not next quarter. This week itself, y'all. If y'all aren't excited, y'all must not understand how big this is for the Shiba Inu ecosystem. We're gonna take a look at some of the coins also to see how they're reacting to this news. But first, let's do this live. Let's take a a deep dive into the comment section, see what people are saying, look at some of the sentiment that's going on. But they also say, make sure you're following our official socials. Make sure you follow me on all platforms at DecemberDeMarco ASAP. And then over the next few days, as we reveal all the details on how to access the beta website, Shibarium beta. So there we got the Shibarium logo with the bone logo. We got the new AI created 3D futuristic sheep dog with the powered up sheep logo in the back. Right now, this tweet has 3,742 likes. That gives you an idea of how many people are waiting for this, how excited people are about this. Take a look at this page here. The Shibarium technology page only has 8,800 followers, but this post has been viewed 124,000 times, y'all. Connect the dots on how many people are seeing this and how many people are going to react to this in a positive way. So 196 quote retweets, 1,600 retweets basically. We got a lot of Shibarium projects that are planning to build on top of Shibarium, basically in the comment section, hyped up about this. I think now that, like I said in the video, Shibarium beta is about to officially release. Think about it. We've been seeing projects like Paw, Kennel, Door, Sheep, P, Odoge, Oshib, Dog Pad, Sheep Pad, all these different projects seeing gains because, people are speculating that, the release of Shibarium might not have been as close as we thought it was. So a lot of that, money moved over to some of these projects. Now, hopefully some of this money will flow back into the Shiba Inu ecosystem and, give us some gains that we're looking for. Now, obviously, Shibarium beta is not going to just fix everything. We need to see some solid burns. If we don't see a solid burn mechanism incorporated into Shibarium, I don't think the community will be too excited about it, but I think the team knows that. So hopefully they really put something significant that can really help us decrease that circulating supply. The goal, if y'all haven't heard, Sheep Queenie, one of the prior, I believe she's still in the Shiba Inu community, but just not officially anymore as far as part of the team. But she speculated that Shibarium is supposed to burn 100 trillion tokens per year. Now that's Shibarium combined with the shibaswap 2.0. So keep that in mind. But 100 trillion tokens per year. Right now, the circulating supply is sitting at around 549 trillion tokens. So if we can remove 100 trillion tokens per year, that's going to be through Shibarium. That's going to be absolutely massive for Shiba Inu. So y'all, buckle up, be prepared. We got some people saying LFG, Sheep Army, I want to follow you all. Claybro has a really good point here. Like he said, hopefully we will see some sheep burn statistics on the Shibarium beta website. And also, we got a lot of people just excited. This is the moment people were waiting for. Let's take a look at see how some of the prices are reacting to this. Earlier, bond was up 10% on this news. Let's see. Okay, so overall crypto market cap at $1.01 trillion. So y'all have to realize already the market cap of crypto is pulling back. This is the number we really want to pay attention to. 1.01 trillion. Yesterday, this number was at 1.02 trillion. So we can see we lost $0.01 trillion overnight. Otherwise, 1.18% overnight. Now, what we really want to pay attention to is macroeconomic factors. Like if you are familiar with Silvergate is one of the two largest banks that provide liquidity to the crypto space. Now, this bank has basically just, I'm not sure if it's either went bankrupt or they're just being shut down for operating, and doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Now, this is going to provide or cause serious liquidity issues in the space, if you ask me. That's another reason why I think the market is being suppressed today, pulling back. I don't think we felt the full flow of what that can cause yet, because this is similar to a FTX, a Terra Luna type of situation. Now the market is pulling back, but a lot less than it has pulled back on those other negative catalysts. So that could be a sign that the market is, embracing this, pain that we're feeling and kind of getting over it and ready to go in the opposite direction. So, you can look at that as a bullish sign, but just I want y'all to be prepared that there may be some suppression taking place. There may be some pain going on that a lot of people aren't foreseeing. Also, you have to remember Voyager. Voyager is a bankrupt crypto exchange. They are now selling tens of millions of Shiba Inu every single week. On top of that, they're selling other coins as well. So y'all want to be prepared that if you're a short-term trader, you may feel it worse than somebody who's in the market for a longer period of time. The short-term speculators are looking to buy low, sell high. That can affect your short-term game plan if you are planning to, see record returns, upon the release of Shibarium or something like that. Just keep that in mind. Those who are long-term investing, you don't have anything to worry about. This is not financial advice, but I wouldn't let the short-term fluctuations affect my emotions when it comes to my investment. If you're a long-term investor and you truly believe in the Shiba Inu ecosystem. So we got Bitcoin right now at 22,000. Right now, Ethereum 1561, BNB 289, XRP at 38 cents, Cardano 33 cents, and we can see the entire market basically bleeding. Only asset up more than 2% right now. Just XRP snuck over this line, but we had to go to around the top 79 cryptocurrencies before we seen one crypto that was up over 2%. Right now, Conflux is still moving. It's been up 2%, 5%, 7%, now 8.3%. So y'all might want to check that one out. Not financial advice, but aside from that, the rest of the market is pretty much bloody. And the saying, when the market is fearful, it's time to be greedy. Think about it. Shiba Inu is trading at 1109. We were just trading in that 10 level. Remember how many months we were suppressed around that 9 level before we were able to break out and eventually right here see investors paying up to 1,600 points per coin when it comes to Shiba Inu. So if you can get in now at this level, also this is a bullish candle we're forming here. But if you can get in at this level, not financial advice, you should be happy because people were happily paying all in this range for Shiba Inu. So keep that in mind as well. It might look painful, but the key is to buy when the market is fearful. Be greedy when the market is fearful. And when the market is greedy, that's when it's time to be fearful. That's usually the time we see wise investors, smart money, whales start to let off their positions. But shout out to everybody in the building. We got over 100 people in the building. I need y'all to do me one favor. It takes 2 seconds, not even. Hit that thumbs up, like button on the stream. Let YouTube know we are live. Let YouTube know we are excited about Shibarium. The more people find out and find this stream, the better it is for us that are truly invested, not just financially, but emotionally, our time, all the things that we invest into Shiba Inu. It helps us all because we're making more people aware. We're letting YouTube know that we really care about this topic and we want YouTube to spread it to more people. And the more people that can come find the channel and be educated about Shiba Inu, Shibarium, beta release, that may, convince them to do their own due diligence and potentially become community members with us as well. So shout out to everybody in the building. I see PD Pure in the building, Joni Games, Toolbar 72, Big Pero, Neville, Cuban, XD, Charlton, Falzone, Cascone, Christian Graves, General Scarborough in the building. I see Terrence Montgomery, salute, Errol Jackson, salute, Leo Benjamin in the building, anything goes, salute, Christian Graves, Spade, the ace card, salute, Dennis Edwards, salute. Appreciate y'all for all pulling up, man. I got who else in the building? Josh Alzamora, salute. The Real Labs 96, salute. Shout out to all y'all, man. All y'all taking this serious, taking your investment education for real and, really being on the front lines, prepared for, whatever could take place with Shiba. We got Marxists in the building, Hargard, MD, Michi in the building, salute, Suntag Pro, Denny's in the building, Nicardo in the building, Jordan, Mr. Hot, Mr. Sweet Beats, salute, Volted Inu in the building, Washed Shark in the building, Craig G, Valentino, Flamingo Parish in the building, man. Make sure y'all run those likes up, man. Salute. But let's take a look at Shiba Inu's volume. So usually this is a leading indicator. Volume, usually we start to see that volume pick up before we actually see the price start to move. So the volume is up 60%. What do you think that's telling you? That means people are moving underneath the surface. That means some buys are taking place, some sales are taking place. But most likely, we know people have a strong conviction with Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is one of the longest held cryptocurrencies out of them all, close to almost a year holding time when it comes to Shiba Inu. So we're going to see more buy and holds likely than sales. So that's in turn, as the volume increases, going to push the price up. Also, take a look at this flag we're forming here. Looking nice, primed for a nice breakout. We're finding support right around the same range here. We could potentially get a decent breakout, right back to that 1600 range, depending on, how bullish Shibarium, basically the burn rate is, the utility behind it, how good the team explains it to us. Right now, it's rumored that over 3,000 applications have already been submitted to start building and partnering with Shibarium. So, take that into account as well. That's potentially, let's say, even half of those projects launch. So 1,500 projects launch, and all of them burning Shiba Inu. All of them, using Bone token as a gas token. Let's take a look at Bone token while we're speaking on it. Bone token up 11% right now, sitting at $1.71. We seen Bone go from it's up 10% today, or 11%. But we seen Bone, shoot right up in our last video live. We seen it shoot up $1.68, $1.69, $1.70. Now it's at $1.71. So people are, buying, trying to take out this day high. Let's take a look at the 7-day. 7-day high around $1.74. 1 month high around 205. So this is the release of Shibarium beta. So this should be the most bullish time that we see. I believe right now just hit 172. I believe we will take out this 205 level. Like, if you remember, I said I wouldn't be surprised if Bone's price wasn't around $5 to $10 upon the release of Shibarium. But that was if we had no negative catalyst taking place in the market. Right now, we still got inflation problems, interest rates. We just got this Silvergate issue coming in with the major bank that's providing liquidity to some of the top exchanges. That's putting some FUD in the space. Also, we got SEC chairman Gary Gensler, claiming that Binance US is selling unregistered securities. So that's putting a little FUD in the space as well. So you just got to be prepared, that things could basically take longer than expected. Warren Buffett taught us the markets can remain irrational longer than we can remain solvent. So keep that in mind as well, and never put in more than you're willing to lose. So let's take a look at that Bone volume. Somebody said, who is that? He said, let's take a look at that Bone volume. So Bone right now, volume up 426%. right now sitting at $29,722,000 in volume. So that's a sign that, you know, there's a lot of buying pressure on Bone right now. Of course, as some people break even and get their heads from underwater, they will, you know, begin to, you know, sell their position. But General Scarborough said Bone was up 17% earlier. Okay, we missed that. Spade the A car said, I ain't gonna lie, chat. Get them likes up. Let's go, man. Salute. PD Pure said Bone was at 138 this morning. Okay, yeah, we missed yeah, we can see that on the low. Marxie said wasn't able to get my bag, gold, and Bone. It's still not too late, man. General says 5 to 10 incoming. Marcy says, damn, 138 is a huge buy zone. Under $1 is all in territory. Junie said, cool feature comments. Salute, man. So let's take a look at how Leash is, you know, responding to this. So Leash up 4.9% right now. We seen Leash up earlier only around 2%. So it looks like this news of Shibarium beta is having an effect on Leash. Leash sitting at $538.96. Volume up 76%. So this is a good sign right here that, you know, more buyers are looking to step into Leash and the price is likely to continue. How far, we can't really say, but, you know, we want to keep an eye on that. Also, let's go back to Shibainu. Shibainu at that 11.9 level. And, you know, some people may wonder, like, with the release of Shibarium beta, why isn't Shibainu flying right now? You know, we still have, you know, up to 5 days. I think up until March 12th. 5 days will be March 12th from now. So anytime between now and March 12th, we could potentially see Shibarium beta. But you have to remember, Voyager is selling tens of millions of Shiba Inu. So the little money that investors are putting in as retail investors, you know, is basically being nullified by, you know, the sales that are taking place with Voyager and the FUD that's taking place in the market. And you also have to remember there are some investors shorting Shiba Inu that will go short upon this news because the buy the rumor, sell the news situation. So some investors will buy on the good news that Shibarium is about to be released, and some investors will not only just take profit or sell at that point, but some investors will go short or short sell the asset to you know, basically ride that wave down of selling the room or selling the news. So you got to just be prepared for any situation to take place. Understand your horizon. Are you short term, long term? You know, so that way, you know, you can be prepared. But Luke says Bone is going up fast. It definitely is. Tiki said if she goes about 10, I'm buying more. Scorpion says Shibarium's out. No, Shibarium beta will be released this week, though. This week, we got official news from the official Shibarium tech page on Twitter and retweeted by Satoshi that Shibarium beta will be released. This is crazy, y'all. We've been waiting to see this. You know, we've been waiting to hear, you know, it's been rumored. We've been talking about this since what, the end of 2021, Shibarium coming out. And it's finally, you know, that time. You know, I don't know what to, you know, exactly think. I'm prepared though. I know that, but it's just exciting to see, you know, what will these features be? Remember, they kept really, really tight lips on what the burn rate would be. You know, how much lower would it reduce prices? You know, just anything regarding Shibarium's functionalities, we don't have any information on. So it's pretty much all brand new. Even though we've been waiting for this for a while, we still don't have too many answers. But we know at least finally this week, y'all. No more rumors, no more you know, cryptic messages. It's this week. You know, if you can't wait that long, then I don't know what to tell you, man. But let's go back and take a look at Bone 1 second before we go to the Shiba Inu community page. So Bone's still moving 171. So let's take a look at some of the excitement in the Sheep Army Reddit page. Now, this is a very, very good sign here, y'all. We just had we were struggling at some periods to even get 1,000 people online in here. We have 478,000 members, but this gives you an idea of how active the community is at the moment. We were struggling to keep 1,000 people in here. When it just started to get us some bullish breakouts, when we were hitting around that 1,600 level, we were starting to see 1,500 people online, which was a good sign. Now we're up to that point where 2,600 Shiba Inu investors are online, all paying attention, trying to figure out, you know, what's happening, what's about to take place. That's usually a really good sign as well, too. But Mr. Hat said, will the beta burn shib from the start, or do we have to wait until the full release? We're still waiting to see. We don't know yet, y'all. We really don't know. We do not know. We gotta see, we gotta wait for the team to give us that breakdown. General said check fund, see if it's up. That's a good point right there. We should check out fund as well. Fund is the company behind Shibarium unification. So no, they're not right now. They are down 1%, sitting at 48 cents. But this is one that I wouldn't ignore though. Volume down 12% right now. Let's see, because they have another token besides the regular fund token, I think. What's it? X fund. Okay, X fund. So X fund down 2.3%, sitting at $1,312.48. Let's go back to the Shibainu community. So Shibarium beta is launching this week. We see people already talking about it inside of here. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Spread awareness on Shibarium beta being released. Let YouTube know we are excited about this topic and we want more people to know about it. That's all we got to do. All y'all have to do watching is hit the like button to do your part. And also, you can share the stream if you want to go above and beyond. But at the least, hit like on the stream to let YouTube's algorithm know that yes, we are excited about Shibarium beta's release. But Shibarium will be launched this week, says from the official Shibainu page. We didn't show it from there. Let's go over there real quick. I didn't see it on the official Shibainu page. That's even more bullish. Okay, so you can see we got it on the official Shibainu page. Shibarium beta release this week, y'all. This week, absolutely massive. We've been waiting for this for years, literally. Let's see. Flamingo says Bone will certainly shoot up. Junie says stellar analysis, love it. Shout out to Junie, appreciate you pulling up. Mr. Cryptocurrency said the network is in the house. NGN set to project of the year. Salute. Haven Peck said I sold some BTC for Bone at 141. Let's go. Good work. Andre says, how much bone do you hold? Hey, I got enough that I'm willing to risk losing and enough that I accumulated over time from dollar cost averaging. You just got to do what's best for you. And I always recommend DCA and versus just dumping a large amount into it at once, because if you do that, let's say you drop in, 5-10K at once, and you're not as sure about the asset, and the price, let's say over the next week or two, pulls back 20, 30, 40%. That's going to leave you feeling, with buyer's remorse. So in order to avoid that, you should just dollar cost average, buy what's best for you. Start off with an amount that you're willing to risk losing. So that way, if the price pulls back, it doesn't affect you. You'll look at it more like, oh, okay, I get a better discount to buy this time now that I'm buying a dip. So keep that in mind. Joni said, also, I think many people won't believe it before they see it. Yeah, that's a point right there too. Some people have been waiting so long that they still, won't officially believe it, or they still will believe that Satoshi may be, just saying that it's about to release. And then right before, it's set to release, push the date back a little bit further. We've seen something similar to that, but we haven't really officially got something so close yet as to say it's releasing this week. That's rare. So keep that in mind. Tiki says if she goes below the 10, buy more. Phil says can possibly still lose a zero before a breakout. Yes, it most definitely is possible, especially with the macroeconomic conditions taking place. We're going to take a look at this Silvergate issue as well in 1 second. This is very, very, very important. I want y'all to pay attention to this next topic we're going to go into, because this can definitely affect your entire crypto portfolio. So Marxist said, if you rock with December, like the stream, hit the bell and notifications, make your own video and mention SHIB and people like December. The bigger the community, the bigger the market cap. Absolutely. He got the right idea right there. That's the way you want to do it. Awareness. It'll start to create that FOMO, that ripple effect of other people talking about it. Word of mouth is sometimes the best form of advertisement. General says, we be partying by St. Patrick's Day, everyone. So he said it's going to be bullish by St. Patty's Day. He's ready to, for SHIB to do something, spectacular. Scorpion says, thanks. Welcome, Scorpion. Tiki said, I think it's not going to come out till next month, honestly. So Tiki saying that Tiki believes this is possibly just, it's coming this week, and then they're going to push the date back on us. I don't think that would be wise for them to do that. Now, could they have did that in a play to take away some of the hype from all the other plays that's hyping up themselves on building on Shibarium? That's very much possible. I can see that happening, because a lot of money is flowing into these other Shibarium related projects that the team doesn't directly endorse. So they could say, hey, let's build that hype for the release this week, push it back one more week if we have to. That's a scenario as well. We got to think about all scenarios. Haven said, didn't BNB just buy Voyager? They won't keep dumping. So I don't believe Binance officially bought Voyager. They were in talks about buying Voyager, but they hadn't officially pulled the trigger yet, because I believe there was some regulatory issues. Like it wasn't because Binance didn't want to buy them, I don't believe, but it more of the SEC or the regulatory bodies not allowing that not allowing them to acquire them, basically the acquisition. But literally bought that bone and sheep dip right before the Shibarium news dropped. Banger. Good work, DeFi Day. That's why you buy the dip. Mark says, why is sheep still down on this good news? We talked about it. We got Voyager. Let's take a look. Let's take a look in crypto news. So scroll through this page real quick, see what we see. Hey, that's dope. We see somebody with a Tesla that says Go Sheep on the license plate. Is this a Nevada plate? So we got somebody in Nevada. Okay, I got to meet this person. Somebody in my state right now with the Go Sheep license plate. That's dope. If that's you, let me know, man. Send me a message or something. We got to link up, represent for the army. But let's see. Let's go to crypto news. Crypto news. We'll just type crypto and see what they give us. So if we look at the top headlines, we can see Signature, which is one of the top 2 crypto banks, can thread the needle on cutting crypto as Silvergate collapses. And then another article, Silvergate talking with FDIC about how to save crypto-focused bank. Then also Federal Reserve's POW, we don't want to strangle crypto innovation. Bitcoin briefly dips below 22K, while Yuga Labs' embrace of Bitcoin's NFT is a big deal. SEC's Gensler rejects crypto's threat to move overseas. So let's take some closer looks. White House watching Silvergate and crypto fallout. Silvergate talking with FDIC. Let's look at this one. And I do encourage you to still do your own research, outside of this, but this is very, very important. So Federal Deposit Insurance Corp officials have been consulting with the executives of troubled crypto-focused bank Silvergate Capital on how to keep the company in business, according to a report from Bloomberg, citing sources familiar with the matter. One option may involve recruiting crypto industry investors to help boost Silvergate's liquidity. According to one of Bloomberg's sources, FDIC examiners were authorized to go to Silvergate's La Jolla, California headquarters last week by the Federal Reserve, which is Silvergate's main federal overseer, according to Bloomberg. The FDIC did not immediately return a request for comment. Silvergate shares were rising 2.5% to $5.31 in after-hours trading on Tuesday. Silvergate announced last week it would delay the filing of its annual report because it needed to answer requests from independent auditors and accounting firm, in addition to pending regulatory and other inquiries and investigations. The company further warned that its ability to continue as a going concern over the next year might be impacted by its issues. The majority of its crypto clients subsequently announced that they had left or were leaving the company, sending Silvergate's shares price falling by more than 50% to an all-time low. Also, let's take a look at another article. Let's type in Silvergate itself and see which articles we get back from them. White House is aware of Silvergate's situation, says spokesman. Silvergate collapse may spell regulatory trouble for crypto. Let's take a look at this one here. And this is the important information that affects the bigger pictures. I know it can be boring to some people, but if you don't understand what's going on a macro level, it's going to be hard when you're looking at your portfolio to, not get emotional and understand what's taking place on a bigger level. So the fall of SEN. So Silvergate Bank had a really rough week to the point where a not insignificant number of people were waiting for the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation to announce the bank had entered receivership after the close of business Friday. The narrative: Silvergate Bank announced last week it had to delay filing its annual 10K form because of questions it received from independent auditors. The same form under the forward-looking statement section, Silvergate announced it was facing bank regulatory issues, a U.S. Department of Justice investigation, congressional scrutiny, and concerns about its ability to be going concern. Over the next year, generally speaking, these are all bad signs. So why does it matter? This is a point a lot of y'all want to know. Silvergate is or was the bank in crypto. It counted some of the industry's biggest firms in the U.S. as its clients. The fact it's now in a position where it may soon fold is not a good signal for the rest of the industry and gives regulators a prime example of what happens if the banking sector gets too close to crypto. Breaking it down, Silvergate had a really bad week. Its stock is down 61% over the past week, with the bulk of that fall coming last Thursday, dropping its stock SI to $5.41. It's actually down 94% over the past year, and obviously a bit lower than its all-time high of $212. It's not inconceivable the bank will have to enter receivership in the near future. It may still recover. The bank may have more capital than we realize, or it may receive a rescue package from an investor, but a lot of its most prominent crypto clients have already left, and the bank shut down its most attractive product, the Silvergate Exchange Network, last Friday. So that's that SEN. Silvergate appears to have sold off billions of dollars worth of bonds at a market loss to keep up with the withdrawals, which in turn meant it no longer met certain regulatory requirements that indicated it was perfectly fine. So basically, they took the funds that the liquidity they were holding from exchanges like KuCoin, Gemini, and allegedly some of these exchanges. So these exchanges need to operate with a bank to be able to transfer money, do withdrawals, to inject money 24/7. So Silvergate was the bank, one of the top two banks allowing this to happen. Now, what the bank was doing was taking those funds, buying treasury bonds because they're more of a guaranteed, return on the investment versus doing something more speculative or risky and risking those assets that were deposited into the bank. But the problem is, I believe you can get 3 month, 1 year, 10-year of these treasury bonds, and I believe they got longer bonds than they should have. Instead of just getting the short-term 3-month bonds, they were getting 1 to 10-year bonds. And now that the price is pulling back, now that they're facing liquidity issues, they're forced to sell some of those bonds off at a loss. So now that's putting them under certain financial levels that they should be at, basically, in order to maintain their basically legal banking status. It's basically putting all that in jeopardy. So that's what they're trying to scramble out of right now. So let's continue with this article real quick, just to get the rest of this under wraps. But Silvergate appears to have sold off billions of dollars worth of bonds at a market loss to keep up with the withdrawals, which in turn meant it no longer met certain regulatory requirements that indicated it was perfectly fine. The main result is that the crypto firms are going to have to look for other banks. Some companies will find this easier than others. The established titans of the industry will, I imagine, not have too many difficulties. If you're a company with a history of operating without major issues, you'll probably be able to convince a bank that what happened to Silvergate wasn't your fault. And in a sense, it wasn't. If you're a starting enterprise, it may be more difficult. Startups in the industry have traditionally had difficulty gaining banking services, and that won't be made easier by federal bank regulators warning financial institutions under their charge that they need to be careful or may need permission when dealing with crypto. On Monday, White House Press Secretary Karen Jean-Pierre said that Biden administration was monitoring the situation and that the U.S. president would continue to call on Congress to do something. This isn't likely to reassure banks either, to the extent they may want to wait for Congress to act. So a lot of people are sitting on the sidelines because they don't want to end up violating some law, or if Congress, they don't want to roll out a large amount of effort into going one way, and then Congress releases some type of framework that says, that going that way is unacceptable or otherwise illegal, and they have to, dismantle everything that they're building. So some people are just sitting back waiting to pull the trigger on, which direction they actually head, until these new laws are put out. Now, banking services like deposits aside, companies may also have issues with assessing payment services, at least in the short term. Circle, for example, has already cut off its ACH support, at least temporarily. A spokesperson pointed to Silvergate amid growing concerns about Silvergate's bank. Circle has accelerated plans to deprecate some services and transitions others to additional banking partners, completing a process that began last year to reduce the risk to our customers, our business, and USDC. We are communicating with customers and have taken steps to ensure access to customer funds via alternative payment and redemption channels, the spokesperson said in a statement. All of this will become a backdrop to the regulatory response. Bank regulators have already gone out of their way to warn about crypto, but beyond that, we've already heard from officials such as acting comptroller of the currency, Michael Su, who warned months ago there may be contagion risk. Just this week, Su gave another speech where he said last year's FTX collapse reminded him of a major bank failure, Bank of Credit and Commerce International, BCCI. To date, despite the fall of FTX and the dozens or so bankruptcy filings last year, there hasn't been a huge risk of contagion from crypto to the traditional financial sector. That may be finally changing. To be clear, Silvergate didn't fail merely because it banked crypto, but a crypto companies rushing to withdraw their funds, creating a bank run led to Silvergate needing to sell off its bonds, which in turn led to it being undercapitalized, which has now led to the bank coming close to receivership. Then this was another victim of last year's massive failures and evidence of that contagion risk. Regulators are likely to continue warning that crypto is fraught with danger and have a perfectly primed example to point to. It remains to be seen if Silvergate really does fail or if it finds a path to survival. It also remains to be seen just who will pick up its former clients, Signature Bank, the next friendliest bank to crypto, or another of the myriad institutions out there, or even a crypto native company that has successfully run the gauntlet of the Federal Reserve Board application process. So Signature is the last bank left on that level that can provide liquidity to these types of exchanges like KuCoin, Gemini, and whatnot. So we just really want to pay attention, because it could essentially be a house, the space could become a house of cards, if one wrong thing is pulled. And think about that contagion of risk from FTX. Last year, we're still seeing, ripple effects from that take place. And now that this company may be hit, we need to pay attention to what companies will this affect by them basically being dissolved. So let's take some more comments. I only got like 1,000 bone, hopefully $1,000 per bone in 5 to 7 years. That's $1 million bag right there. Flamingo said it will pick up soon, no worries. PD says some people are at a loss. This will be a good time to open a new bag to get gain. Multiple bags, my friend. That's the idea right there. If you're down in one bag, there's no rule that you only have to have one bag of Shiba Inu. You can start multiple bags. So Haven says the only thing I own more than Shib is my Matic position, LFG. Let's go. Valentino said I have no bone. Eyes purple crying. Spade says I don't think the beta will be for burning yet. It may not, because I don't believe. I think the beta is just all testing, just seeing how it will basically work. Haven says ape something. You can swap. Peter said good afternoon, Flamingos. It's been a while. Marx said I think Satoshi Vision Dora is going to moon too, because OGs remember Vyoshi Vision. I think December 5x to 10x on that play, and it's early. Yeah, we did really nice on Dora already. If you're not a part of my private Discord, email me on Twitter. I mean, not email me, but DM me on Twitter at DecemberDeMarco or Instagram to get access to the private Discord. It is a monthly rate to join. So, if you're familiar with that type of thing, then definitely reach out. But it's for those who have a little more risk tolerance, those who like riskier plays, those who, aren't just looking for the solid blue chips, those who want to, who have a little something to basically gamble on the side. So keep that in mind. But Terrence says Paw Swap will have a crazy increase. Jump on board now. We definitely got some Paw in the bag. Mark says Matic was a money maker for me. Bought more Shib from Matic. That's what's up. Flamingo said, hey there, Petey. Marcy says Shibalon was the first official Shibarium project applicant to get the email. Michi says, let's go. Petey says, good, my brother and you. Spade says, my birthday is in May. What a wonderful gift this will be. By then, Shib to the moon. Yeah, I think things will basically play out by around summertime. Things should kind of iron themselves out. Shout out to Matt dropping those rockets. Shout out to Cecilia, says Shibarium. Dogpad is also a sure bet as Satoshi and Talio X are friends. I'm not sure what Talio X is, but we definitely got some Dogpad in the bag. If I did, I don't even know if I made a video on Dogpad on the channel, but we do have some Dogpad as well. This is why you want to be inside the private Discord. But Matt said lose 1-0 and I'm retired. Haven says I can't wait to get in the Shib Cafe. Flamingo said it, Matt. I'm good. Sheep Cafe. Australia here. Salute to Australia. Shout out to Jack on the moon. Good news finally. Spade says, is it just me or is them likes still sitting at only 6? I know we got to have more than 6 likes, y'all. Jack says 74 for me. Run those likes up, y'all. We should be well over 100 likes, man. This is Shibarium beta's release. Y'all have to represent, man. If y'all aren't excited, if y'all don't show the strength, it's going to be hard for other people. This is an indication. The more excited people are in the videos and the comments, it's going to ripple effect throughout the rest of the crypto space. We need to let people know that shibainu is here to stay. The community is strong, and we are an army, y'all. So you have to represent. So Mark says a lot going to happen this week. I definitely believe so. I believe a lot of other projects are going to gear up and start seeing some sympathy as well. Jack said full version, very close, I reckon. That is, if the beta is out, it's coming out this week. How far away is the full version? A few months out, 1 month, 2 months, who knows? Jack says, just swapped all my Saitama for Bone. Baller says, peace, salute, appreciate you. GVC says she was at 106, now over 11. PD said, let's remember. PD said, let's remember that this is the beta version. It's a great deal. Let rejoice, but we will have to do our part. Let's go, family. I gotta grab something to drink real quick, y'all. Let's see. Let me adjust. We're gonna put it on the price so we can live watch the price chart live real quick. Let me grab something to drink really quick. Bone up 12%. So Bone moving right now. Let's take a look at Shibainu. Shibainu at that 11.8 level. Okay, we back, y'all. Let's see. We got Shibainu up right now on a 1 minute chart. Flamingo said this news is great for the SHIB community. Absolutely is. Marcus says, damn, I want more Bone. I get paid in like 5 days. It's going to be at $2.10 to $3 by then, 40% loss. Haven says, I see an article saying that the judge over the Voyager bankruptcy is allowing BNB to buy it 2 hours ago. Okay, we'll take a look at that as well. Marcus says, Jack, if you don't mind me asking, how many Bone do you have now after swapping Saitama to Bone? PD says, nice. I like how you talk. General says, Bone 97 overall on CoinMarketCap. Say my domain says, I believe Shiba has the community and the fortitude to withstand these dumps. If Shiba Inu holds a sideways for some time or even dumps a little, so what? DCA and accumulate. That's the way right there, long-term investing. Marxist says, yo, Sheep starting to moon. Let's take a look. It's almost up today. Yeah, it's trying to break into that positive level. We've seen it down a little further, down around 2%, 4%, and now it's only down 0.9%. So that means it is starting to rise. Haven said, I was at 88,000. I was the 88,000 person to hold Sheep. General Scarborough says, Shiba will break the top 10 after Shibarium release. Flamingo says, oh yeah. Fun fact, Shiba is more valuable than Bitcoin at the same market cap, Satoshi unit per Satoshi unit. Haven said, I remember the 100K party at Josh's. Markson said, I did the math. Shout out to Haven, said, that's cool. Thanks for the math work. Jay says, hey, y'all, watch out. You don't fall for the staking paw scam on Bakery Swap. They took my bag. Remember to revoke access after buying the coins. So be careful, y'all, on different tokens that you buy. You don't not want to get scammed. Jay says, I thought I knew enough about crypto until I bought more of the coin. I lost, and it was immediately taken away because unlimited access was on the account until you revoke access. So keep that in mind. Marxist says it's for the degens. Arati Dorati says, dude, you're putting me to sleep reading all that. We can read that on our own, do some actual talking, not just reading. See, man, it's important. People like you are going to miss out on, the long-term journey because you don't have the facts in place to give yourself the confidence. If you want to read it yourself, you're more than welcome to read it. But there's a lot of people who, appreciate this type of information because instead of having to do it twice or outside of it, you can get it in this video. So it's important information, man. Jay says the holder account the coins went from to has 3.7 million in Ethereum. YMA says hello sir and everyone, salute, appreciate you pulling up. Jay says I'll paste the address if anyone cares to see the amount of money these scammers drain and take away from the project when converted to ETH. Leo says 93 showing. Salute. We got looks like we got some movement on the 1 minute. It's breaking down right now, appearing that it wants to show some support around this area. Let's see if it does hold support right around here. Flamingo said you have to refresh to see the likes. If you're just pulling up on us, make sure you hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. Let's get the word out. Chrome Firefox says bone to the moon. Mark says hit that thumbs up. How many of y'all actually have bone and leash outside of shibainu, or are most of y'all just holding shib? Do you have some exposure to bone and leash as well, or is it just shibainu that most of y'all are rocking with? And we are live right now, so you can drop it in the comment section. I will see it right now. Shibarium here. Shout out to who was that? Ava Michelle. Says Shibarium here in Austin, Texas, showing off their metaverse March 12th. Okay, so that does align. It does align then with the South by Southwest event. March 12th could be the day of Shibarium Beta's release in anticipation for that event. So shout out to Scarborough. Shout out to Corey, says Shiba die. Jessica says, according to your experience with this token, how much do you think Shiba will go up right now? It's really hard to say, because we got negative catalysts weighing on the market. If Shiba Inu was just doing his thing, based on community, based on, Shibarium Beta, I think we should have easily been around that 2,500 points per coin level. I've been calling that level for a while, basically double where we were at, around that 12 range. That's what the technicals were showing us. But as we continue to get Voyager dumping on us, as we continue to get, issues with, major players like Silvergate, that's going to weigh on the overall market. So, we can't predict that type of stuff. Yerma says, first time on your live, salute, appreciate you pulling up on me. Shout out to Flamingo. Haven says, I will go down with the sheep. Big said bone to 30 by summer. Man, that'll be crazy. We get a $30 bone. Harlem says, what it do, my brother? All I want to know, how high Shiba going to hit? Man, I keep telling y'all my prediction until Shiba Inu hits that level that I predicted, about a month and a half, 2 months back. I'm still calling that level, that 2,500 level. I know it's hard to see, and I'm not just saying it because that's just where I want it to be. Of course, I would like it to be at that price, but that's what the technicals are showing. Once we break out of this area and we start to really have that run, that's where we're going to start to see, some type of major resistance. Let's go on a day chart just so y'all can see the area I'm looking at. So here's that 2,500. And remember, I always say give or take a little bit because, some investors can, anticipate this taking place. So it could really be, we're really seeing some signs, around this 2,100 level as well. But I think once we break that 2,100 level, once we test that area, I think it's going to go right around to that 25 range. But let's just say for right now, around that 2,100 range. If you look at this area when we had the 1,600 points per coin, we took out this high here that we had October 30th, 2022. So we were basically, fighting to reach this 1,800 level. Once we would have reached this resistance point and violated it, we would have basically been on path to hit this 2,100 level. And I think that would have been so bullish FOMO would have kicked in and, helped us, go to an extra 2,500, or extra, 400 points per coin. So that was my prediction right there. I'm still waiting on that to play out. It's a long picture. It could seem, kind of, like it could take a while for that to happen. But take a look when we were right here at 1,600 points per coin. It didn't seem too far away at that point. We are finding some support around this area here, where we do see some price action in these ranges, give or take a little bit in these areas. But this does appear to be a key level. We got volume tapering off as well as the price is pulling back. So that's a good sign. Once people step back in the market, Shiba Inu will continue to do what it has to do. And also with it recently giving people the hopes of, breaking out of the 1,600 level, people are ready and on the sidelines prepared. Once they start seeing Shiba Inu shooting, more people is going to dump more money into Shiba Inu to, help that momentum. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Let's see. No, do more reading. We like it and need it. So shout out to Marxists. You see, there's some people who appreciate that type of information. Those are usually the ones you really see these things pay off for. If y'all have been around in my community, we've been around for a while, early days of Shiba Inu. And some of the people who I've seen become 6 and 7 figure, earners through crypto are the ones that are willing to do that extra due diligence, the ones that are willing to, sit through those streams and get all the information possible. It's basically the ones that take it the most serious. You're not going to be taking it half-ass basically and just get lucky. Yes, they could happen, but most likely it doesn't really work like that. The ones who are really focused, serious, taking as much information as possible because they can shift and be flexible and adjust in certain areas when they need to. They're prepared for certain things. They are less emotional when it comes to investing because they have more knowledge. You want to be one of those investors, not the ones that are short attention span, just looking for something to happen in the next, 24 to 48 hours. Yeah, it's cool to be a DJ on that level, but, we have a mix of investors, and we got some DJs on the channel too. But, I like to, present some decent information for my investors as well. So shout out to Marxists. Stacy says, sure do appreciate it. Salute, Stacy. Chrome Firefox said, I just want to know how many sheep will burn in Shibarium. That's the answer that we are all just about to fall out to hear. Like, we've been waiting for this answer for so long. Like, I'm really, really excited because imagine if I think, once the burn rate is going to probably be more exciting once people know that than the actual announcement that we got the official date of Shibarium beta releasing. Because that's what everybody wants to know. That's when you're going to see us. Like, once we get those numbers, I'm going to do the math, figure out how, based on the trading volume that we normally see with Shiba Inu, at what percentage levels are like, okay, if we get 50% of this trading volume through Shibarium, how much Shiba Inu could this burn, within this time frame? If we get 25% of this volume through Shibarium, how much, Shiba Inu could it burn, through this time period? So we're going to do all the numbers, all the breakdowns. So if you aren't subscribed and you don't got notifications on, you might definitely want to do that ASAP. Also, a quick shout out to my Vote Army. I know some of y'all in the building, man. I just got to shout out my Vote Army. But shout out to Suntag. He said, I'm a trucker and driving. I like when you read, brother. Okay, see, so we got people who really appreciate this information. More people appreciate it than the people that, get bored by the reading and the articles. And we don't do too many articles on the live stream. So if we do cover an article or something, that means it's really important. That means I really find it important for y'all to take that information in. Think about it. Let me know, how many of y'all heard of the Silvergate situation and how many of y'all haven't heard of the Silvergate situation? And, let me know. Do you think that's something important to know when it comes to, investing, especially in crypto? But shout out to ASAP Mason. Said, I appreciate you, bro. Salute. Shout out to Creo. Said, just Shib and Bone. Okay. Son says, I have Bone too, but not that much. Okay, interesting. Michi said, need that leash in your portfolio. I bought back in December for under $300. Carmen says, holding Shib and Bone. Okay, 1,000 Bone, 0.6 leash, and 100 million Shib, says Samuel. Okay, so y'all know what's up. How Woody from CG said, I have all three, but not a lot of all three. As long as you got some, man. Leo says Shib and Bone. I'm really surprised that so many of y'all are actually having, multiple tokens out of the ecosystem. I thought I would have seen a lot more just Shibs, in the comment section, but that's good to see. Donald Jones said holding Shib only. Shout out to Essence, one of the OGs to the channel. Flamingo said hi, Essence. Eric says holding some Bone as well as Shib. Salute. Marxist says Bone, leash, and Shib, and a Shiboshi, and a metaverse land plot. Okay, so he definitely believes in a Shiba Inu ecosystem. DeFi Dave said biggest bag is sheep, decent bag of bone. And I want y'all to pay attention to some of these answers as well. If you're if you're just listening, tuning in, if you're not active in the chat, listen to what some of these people are saying, see what they're holding. So that way you can get an idea of what the community is doing and use that a part of your fundamental analysis. Remember, there's technical analysis where we take the data from the chart, and there's also fundamental analysis where we're looking at the team, we're looking at the roadmap, we're looking at the community, we're looking at the utilities, we're looking at, the future, we're looking at, all the different things, the financials, we're looking at everything, tokenomics, different things that we could take in to account and, try to build a picture of, how confident can we be in this project. So y'all want to pay attention to what others are saying as well. So Hot Wody says, have you heard of what's going on with Signature Bank? Yeah, we just talked about that with the Silvergate issue and Signature Bank. I just asked, if y'all heard about that. ASAP says, I got 59 bone and 35 million sheep. Okay. Haven said 07, not sure what that is. The real said only hold 62.97 bone, which is really nothing. Hey, something is better than nothing, man. Essence says hello, Flamingo. Say says keep reading the comments out loud. It makes the majority of us feel connected as a community that someone took the time. Hit the like button, y'all. Salute, man. I definitely appreciate the feedback, man. So I'm definitely gonna read y'all comments, showing love. Spade says sheep army ready to slide. LOL. Chrome says Bone can reach $100. I'm looking at Bone. I'm looking forward to Bone being around $5 to $10 at least. That would be a significant amount, if we could just get Bone to that level. Because remember, we've been talking about this, when Bone was still under $1. We've been talking about, what would happen upon the release of Shibarium. Now, honestly, I thought it would have been a lot higher at this point by now. I thought we would have at least been, seeing it hover around that $4 to $5 range before we get the official beta release. But overall market conditions, inflation, interest rates, things like that, you got to pay attention to. That's going to weigh on the market. Now, eventually, could this take place as people see the excitement and, the effect of Shibarium on, the sheep ecosystem? That could create some extra hype and excitement and cause, the price to continue to rise. So, I'm still patient for that to take place as well. And also remember, this is only the beta version. So this still is not the official version. Now, Lion of Judah said, mad at myself for not digging more bone on shibaswap. Only got 1,000. Hey, some is better than none. Tiki said, hope sheep gets to $1 in about 5 years. My son will be sitting good. He's 15 now, so when he's 20, he'll have some pocket change. Yeah, sheep to $1 in 5 years could be unlikely unless we get a significant amount of burn. Just by market cap, that would be ridiculous, because Shiba Inu would have to already reach a ridiculous market cap to even reach 1 cent. So for it to 100x past that point, it would be an easier job to do to decrease the circulating supply versus increasing the overall crypto market cap. So salute, we just got somebody that became a channel member. Not sure who that was, but I will shout you out once it passes by. Shout out to Essence. Also, y'all hit that thumbs up like button. Let them know this is serious. This is not a drill. Shibarium beta will be released this week. Y'all know I want y'all on y'all toes. I don't want y'all missing out on any of the excitement, any of the fresh news that we may get, because we may get some piece of information that could help us in another area, and I'm gonna be bringing it to you ASAP. So you want to make sure you got your notifications on and the bell on. The people who usually make the most money, from my experience, we have multiple bull runs with sheep. It's the people who are locked in the most, the people who are paying the most attention. Sometimes it's even some of my course members, because those are the people who are taking it the most serious. They don't want to miss a beat, and in turn, they listen to the information. You got to remember, it's not financial advice, but in turn, it ends up paying off in the long run. And we've seen people, y'all, if y'all are a part, we have our own private investment community on Facebook called Private Stock Market Game. It's free to join that community on Facebook. The Discord is paid, but the private investment community on Facebook is free. We got over 6,300, 400 active investors over there, all learning, growing, sharing tips and tricks together. So you can see also some of the students' gains that they made. You can see, some of the history of what some of the people, did, making 6 and 7 figures. Yes, I said that correct. You can see people inside of my community make their first $1 million through Shiba Inu. So salute to those people. Salute to the next people. That's why I say, what's good, future millionaires, when the video first comes on, because I know some of y'all are future millionaires watching this. Hopefully it's the ones that, you know, are really doing the due diligence and taking this serious. But yeah, private stock market game on Facebook. That's our private investment community. So ASAP says before 5 years, try 1 or 2 years. Essence says, yeah, I heard of the Silvergate situation. Okay. Yema says, me as well. Appreciate you. Keep up the great job. Appreciate y'all. Marcy says, the reason I followed December at first was because you read articles and you go on to read websites, roadmaps, and white papers. That's the way to millionaire. That's the way you want to do it. You want to do your proper due diligence, so that way you could be prepared. Spade says, I did not know about the Silvergate till you, fam. See, this is why we read this stuff. I know reading sometimes can be boring, y'all, but, you know, we got to get it in. Carmen says, have not heard this info. Please drop more nuggets of wealth. See, this is what we do it for. Essence says, I have sheep and bone. Salute. Shout out to Samuel. He voting it up. Flamingo in the building. General says sheep and bone, baby. Mark says only sheep 295 million. Okay. GVC says sheep and bone for me. I would have bought bone back when it was 30 cents, but some YouTuber talk bad about it. This is why you want to do your own due diligence. Even if you see a YouTube talking about something bad, good, whatever it is, take the information they're saying, you know, and still do your own layer of due diligence. Leo says, I didn't know about Silvergate. You see, this is very important. I need my people to be educated. I need my people to really know what's going on, the ins and outs. I don't need y'all just throwing money at the wall, praying that, you know, something happens. I need y'all to be informed investors. That's why we said in the intro. Say says, here's the simple math to get your mind right. DeFi Day says, I tend to listen to you while driving. The reading out loud helps a lot. Appreciate you, bro. Salute, man. Appreciate y'all as well. Jackson says 515 million sheep, 791 bone. Okay. Sheep, bone, Ryoshi vote. Okay. PD Pierce said, I'm a truck driver. Thanks, bro. For the read. See, some of our, subscribers drive trucks on the road. We can't have truck drivers trying to, keep up with all this information on the road, driving and reading at the same time. Come on, man. But shout out to LaQuinto. He says sheep and bone, but thinking of converting about 100 million sheep to bone. Okay. LaQuinto said 1 billion sheep and about 800 bone. Yerma says just Shiba. Vistor says, DeMarco, how much do you think bone could reach this week? This week, like I said, upon the release of Shibarium, I wouldn't be surprised if bone was between right now, how it's looking. I don't see that $10, in the horizon right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if we could rally up to $5 per bone. I would not be surprised by that. It's not financial advice. I'm not saying it will, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did, just taking a look at it. Think about the hype. Think about, all the different projects. 3,000 potential applications went in for Shibarium. To partner, build, to collaborate, do whatever with Shibarium. So that's a lot of interest there. We got to understand a lot of people are, that's going to be a lot of hype. And think about each of those projects, 3,000 projects, and they all have their own communities, whether their community is, 100 members or, 100,000 members. That's 3,000 different projects potentially that want to build on Shibarium, and all of those projects will be burning Shiba Inu. So this is something major, y'all. We really got something in front of us. But shout out to Carmen de Alessandro for becoming a channel member. Salute, man. Appreciate you. If y'all want, y'all can look down below and click the join button to become a channel member. Some of my YouTube videos go out to my channel members early, before I make them public for everybody, just to show them some love, for them showing love to the channel. Also some members only live streams I do, also some members only plays we call out as well, that only members get the access to. So if you want to become a channel member, you want to get access to all that, definitely click that down below. We got a lot more things in store too for the channel members. Salute to y'all. The Real says holding 110 million Shiba as well. Marxist says not financial advice, but bone will reach 10, 100, and even $1,000. So to be clear, any amount of bone bought under $10 is a bargain. Hey, he said it. Vistor said, DeMarco, do you think having 20K bone is a good investment? If you can afford 20K bone, I would not be mad at you for having it. To be honest, I wouldn't be, because, and it also depends on your investment strategy. You have to understand, are you a long-term investor? Are you a short-term investor? What is your plan? As long as you have a plan and you stick to that plan, I wouldn't think it was a bad investment. I wouldn't be mad at you, bro. Harlem says, I just wanted to hit 0.0002 already. Hey, same here, bro. Marxie says, Carmen level 1 member. Awesome. Salute. Shout out to Carmen for becoming a member. Mark says, I hope for Shib at 1 penny in 5 years, hopefully. I can see Shiba Inu hitting 1 penny within that 5-year period. Because you know what? It's going to take, and I'm not saying it's going to take 5 years, but I'm prepared for that fight because I know it's not going to come that sweet. You think it's just going to let all these people who just jumped in, who don't have patience, don't have conviction, just, overnight, over the month, over 1 year become, Shiba Inu millionaires? It generally doesn't work like that. With Dogecoin, it took a while for Dogecoin to really have that. Now, Shiba Inu did, present opportunities like that. But now that everybody is aware of it, now that everybody's on the bandwagon, 1.3 million holders, it's not going to just take 1.3 million people to all become a millionaire anytime soon. We have to be honest. It might sound harsh, but we got to shake the weak hands loose off of Shiba Inu. We got to shake the bandwagon people off. We got to shake the people who, aren't really, prepared to, go through the ups and downs. We got to shake all of those people off, and then the ones that stayed through the storm, one day we'll get that time again where Shiba Inu is back in the glory days. It happens, y'all. We called it out on the channel multiple times before it happens, and I'm telling y'all, it's gonna happen again. I don't have a crystal ball here, but I have that feeling. I have that knowledge from going around the block a few times, seen it happen with several different plays, including Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, and was there for both of those. So, I want y'all to be there for the next time that it does happen. It can seem like it's going to take forever. It can be hard to hold out, but it will be worth it. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Daily Crypto says, guys, please hold on for at least the next bull run. Sheep to that 0.005, bone to 250, and leash to 40K. Make a note of it, but got to wait till 2024, 2025 when Bitcoin hits an all-time high. Please hold on. Hey, if it did take that long, how many of y'all would be prepared to hold to 2024? I believe 2024 is when the next Bitcoin halving is, which could trigger the next bull run as well. And I'm talking about a major bull run. It's 2023 now. So, I remember when it was 2022, 2021, 2023 sounded, a while away, or excuse me, 2024 sounded a while away. But right now, that's only next year. How many of y'all are prepared to hold till next year, or at the most 2025, in order to see, sheep at that 0.005 level, or bone at 250, or leash at 40,000? Would you be prepared to hold that long? But remember, hindsight is 2020. It'll be easier. We were already in 2025, and you're looking back saying, damn, I wish I would have held my bone. Damn, I wish I would have held my sheep. Damn, I wish I'd have held the leash. Knowing that in 2025, I could see leash at 40K, bone at 250, sheep at 0.005. It would be easy to say, damn, that's the only time I had to hold. But right now, looking forward, it's not as easy to say that or do that. So you have to be prepared. You have to develop that conviction. You have to understand, what you're doing here and what your plan is here. Scottish says, I'm buying some bone. Steve says, what do you think will happen to Paul? I'm bullish on Paul, y'all. We can check out Paul. If y'all want to bring Paul in on this stream as well, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. If we get, more than 10 people saying they're interested in getting an update on Paul on the live stream, we will do that. So drop Paul in the comment section or something. Let me know you want me to check that out too. Tyra said, what's a bone? So bone is a Shiba Inu ecosystem token. It's technically going to be a coin, because coins have their own blockchain. Bone will have its own. Well, it's a layer 2 blockchain, so technically it still may be just a token. So I'll take that back. But usually coins have their own blockchain. PD says, yes, sir. Private stock market group, or private stock market game. General says, burn, baby, burn. PD says, I'm in there. Yeah, PD is one of our community members inside private stock market game. Salute, PD. Marxist says, I agree. Hold till next bull run, or next one to retire and never have to work again. Daniel says, what's bone? Bone is a Shiba Inu ecosystem. It will ecosystem token. It will be the native gas token of Shibarium layer 2 network. So you will need bone token in order to transact on top of Shibarium. So Scottish says, can you see bone break $2 this week before beta launch? Absolutely. Not saying it will, but I can absolutely see it happening. Harlan Fluker says, been staking bone since it came out. Salute. Harlan, one of the OGs to the channel as well. Maybe one of the double OGs, actually. Gregory says, never heard a vote until you talked about it a long time ago. Pay so much gas fees to get it, but totally worth it now, man. Salute to Gregory. It be like that sometimes, man. Sometimes, this is why it's important to be tapped in, to be tapped into people who has their ear to the crypto street. So that way you can hear about solid projects, in the early days before they really start to take off. Sometimes it could take time for them to take off, but eventually it does be worth it, or it is worth it. So Tiki said, what is Silvergate? Silvergate is one of the largest 2 banks that provide liquidity for crypto exchanges like Gemini and KuCoin. So I want to also take a look at which other banks are used or exchanges are using them as well. General says Silvergate is huge for corporate investment. True. Arati said, okay, fine. I'll shut up about you reading. You proved your point. Shout out to Arati, man. December gives out the fire. I have used a couple of his courses. I follow the Facebook private group, Twitter, YouTube, up 6 figures. Don't sit on the sideline. Get with it. Future millionaires. This is what I'm talking about, man. Salute to a real one pulling up. We got DeFi Dave in the building, man. Do we got to go over his comment one more time, man? I'm going to do that just for the people who haven't hit your level yet, bro. The people who haven't hit your level yet, Dave. I want to break that down for them just so they can see that people really, really do this. It's worth it. It's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. When your time comes, it's going to be worth it. You're going to wish, or you're going to be happy that everything you put into it, everything you did, it all paid off. But again, he says December gives out the fire. I have used a couple of his courses. I follow the Facebook private group, Twitter, YouTube, up 6 figures. Do not sit on the sidelines. Get with it, future millionaires. I'm trying to tell y'all, there's a ton of people in my community that reached their first 6 figures through crypto. Even a few people who documented it. I'm talking about showed me proof, not just talking out the side of the neck. People who presented proof and actually reached that 7-figure level. So keep that in mind, man. You can be next. You just got to do what it takes. Now, appreciate you, DeFi Dave. Flamingo said, Daniel, I suggest you sub to DeMarco channel and go view all of his videos, especially about Bone. You definitely want to tap into that Bone content. Daily Crypto said, guys, hold for next bull run for Bitcoin to hit all-time high. She will be at that same level you mentioned. Scottish said, I'm trading Bone until launch, then use my profits to add to my vote bag. If that's your strategy, I can't be mad at you. You just got to stick to that strategy, understand it, learn from it. Learn if your strategy works out. Say, write it down. Say, this was my strategy. This is what I intended to happen. This was my target. The strategy went well because of this, or I was right because of this, or the strategy didn't work out. I was wrong because of this, or this affected my strategy and caused this to happen. You want to really write all these strategies or trades down so that way you can truly learn from them. Especially if you're a beginner investor, you should be writing down every single trade that you make, the reason you made it. You should be marking certain points. It was at this price, it was down this percentage. Why did you buy it? I bought it because of this was happening. I thought this would be a good reason to get in now. You want to have all that information down so that way you can learn and grow from it. So shout out to Essence. She says, salute, a new channel member. Essence, one of our members as well. Scott says 16th through 20th of March could be gigantic for Vote. Most definitely. We're going to be talking about Vote Inu as well. Say says 100 million dollars. Breaking some math down. Space says I have 70 million plus sheep. Sarah says I'm just starting out in crypto and trying to learn, so loving all the information. Your videos are great. Thanks. Shout out to you, Sarah. Appreciate you pulling up. Content says been holding sheep this whole time, almost a full year. Soon as I sell 50 million, now Shibarium wants to come out. I think they've been waiting for someone to sell, and looks like it's me. Sometimes it can feel like that, but this is why I encourage y'all to learn technical analysis, so that way you can understand what's happening with the price. You can use some of these indicators. Like let's put out some of our indicators here. Let's grab our Bollinger Bands. We got the Bollinger Bands out. So when you're looking at SHIB at this price right here, let's say, let's even say it's the 7th now. Let's look at March 1st. So March 1st, we can see SHIB was basically trading along this lower Bollinger Band, trading further away from the mid Bollinger Band. We know sometimes the lower Bollinger Band could be used as a support, but not all the time. And we've seen it ride basically down this lower Bollinger Band. If you were looking at these indicators before they fully played out, you could see that, the price was telling us that it was likely going to drop lower to around these levels. Take a look at where the lower Bollinger Band is saying it would be at 1065. So we know at 3 levels, the price could pay. It basically is attracted to them. There's a magnet, basically, not really a magnet, but the price is attracted to these levels here. So we got the 1065 where the lower Bollinger Band is. We got the mid Bollinger Band at 1225, and we got the upper Bollinger Band at the 1403 level. So we know that if the price is trading underneath, like we got a warning here, right when we first seen it cross under the mid Bollinger Band, when the price crossed under that, that told us that the price was likely to continue to drop further and ride along this lower Bollinger Band. Now, we can use other indicators to determine when this is likely to turn around. Also, if you understand candlesticks, you know that in a downtrend, once we begin to see doji candles form, it's likely a trend reversal is near. It doesn't mean it's going to happen right away, but it means that a trend reversal is likely near because the market is in agreement with the price and it's uncertain basically in which direction it should go next. But because we're along the lower Bollinger Band, a support area in a downtrend, usually buyers step in and take over from there and push the price back up. So it looks like it may want to eventually come and retest this 1225 level at the mid Bollinger Band, but you have to remember some people may take profits there as well. Now, if we just blast through this level and we come back and retest the mid Bollinger Band from the top as a support, then we could start thinking about retesting that upper Bollinger Band around the 1400 points per coin level. So those are the things that we're watching out for. But that's why you want to understand, some technical analysis. Shout out to Carmen, said hand pink waving. Thank you, fam. Salute. Appreciate you. Tony Blackwell said holding 400 mil Shiba Inu. Steven says, what do you think will happen to Park? I'm not sure what you mean, Park. Paul. I think Paul might receive some bullish sympathy. Usually projects in the same realm, if there's something called sympathy plays. When there's projects that are taking off, people look for similar projects that might be next to also take off. So let's say because if Bone is taking off right now, people may be looking what's the next one to get some decent gains. They may start to look towards Leash, and after that they may start to look towards Shib, and after that they may start to look towards Paw. Or if Paw is taking off, they might start to look towards Door or other projects in that same realm. They receive sympathy from other projects doing well. People might take profits from one project, jump over to the next project that they think has potential. So keep that in mind also. Leo said, I'm holding, bro. Good work. MT says, will the upcoming vote circulating supply burns reflect on the price? It absolutely should, because it's taking tokens directly out of circulating supply. So GBC said 9 months to 2024. Tiki God says, so if you had $100 to put in, what would you put in for the short term? That's really hard to say, man, because it depends on your investing strategy. If it was for short term, $100, it depends. Are you an investor? Are you a speculator? Are you into degen plays? Are you someone who would prefer, to possibly get 100%, 80, 50+%, 100%, 200% gains in a week or short period of time? Or are you someone who would, prefer to dollar cost average and, invest what you can right now and continue to stack up what you can in the future? Because if you're a short term, you've got that short term perspective, then you may want to look at some degen plays. You may want to look at some very, very low cap new plays that just launched, and you might want to take, your risk and, probably take that $100. And if you have strong conviction in just one of those plays after you did a good amount of due diligence, then you might invest it in that one. If you have several different projects that you think have that potential, you might break it up between those. If you're okay with the long game, then you may want to invest it in something more blue chip, something more solid that you believe in for the longer term. Maybe a Shibainu, maybe a Bone, maybe even a Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP, BNB, something that's a little more, solid that you can believe in for the longer period of time. So that's all on you. It depends really what you want to do. General says, I'm locked, loaded, finger on the trigger, baby. That's how you should be. Randall says, I have Sheep, Bone, Matic, and Fetch. Let's go. Leo says, Paw. Okay, we got a few. Explain more about Bone to those who don't know. So Bone is the gas token of Shibarium. Shibarium is the layer 2 blockchain on top of Ethereum. It'll be used to roll up transactions to make, Shibarium work a little faster. Projects that are built on Shibarium will move a little faster. And Bone will be the token that all users must hold in order to utilize Shibarium. So Bone will receive a lot of hype, a lot of attention because of that, especially if Shibarium starts to receive record numbers of volume, then that could really be positive for Bone token, itself. But then again, we got Shiba Inu, a part of that ecosystem, which could receive some sympathy from Bone token, because really Shiba Inu is the token that everyone is here for. If it wasn't for Shiba Inu, there would be no Bone token. But people are starting to realize that the team's focus, the Shiba Inu's team focus is not just on Shiba Inu. It is on the entire ecosystem. Bone, Shiba Inu, Leash, and we got 2 other tokens coming to the Shiba Inu ecosystem that have not launched yet, Treat and She. So those are two tokens that haven't dropped yet. So be prepared. Make sure you got notifications on because I will let y'all know exactly when those drop. Shibainu says anything possible. Salute. Robert Escobar said, is this the same paw that is going to be used on Shibarium? I heard it may not be. I'm not sure. This is not JD's paw, if that's what everyone that's what I keep hearing people say. So yes, this is a paw started by former Shiba Inu core team members, or moderators, or whatever we want to call them. This is a paw by them, not by the one, I believe, JD, who might have came up with the idea first. I'm not sure if he did or not, but I know there's some some back and forth going on between those two. But I don't think he launched his project yet. So what can we say? Jay Morales says, I may have missed it, but does the gas fee been published? Gas fee to trade on Shibarium and or cash out? No, that has not been published just yet. We're waiting for that. We are, excited about that, though. I will let y'all know as soon as it comes. PD says, yes, sir, with paw swap. Okay, Mouse 1W said, yo, bone is pumping. Content creator said, paw swap 2025 price prediction, baby. I know you got the magic crystal ball over there, big DecemberDeMarco. Markson said, Bone is the gas coin that is needed to transact on the upcoming Shiba Inu blockchain called Shibarium. Shibarium is a layer 2, meaning it's built on top of Ethereum layer 1 blockchain. Yanni Godi says, Salud de Venezuela con 2 millions de Shiba hoes. So basically, salute from Venezuela with 2 million Shiba Inu, I believe he's holding. I think that's what he's saying, man. Salute to Yanni Gode. Shout out to Venezuela too. Marcia said the advantage is that Shibarium will allow lower gas fees and faster transaction seconds than Ethereum and other layer 1 and layer 2s, as it's a ZK EVM. PD said, plus learn about set trail stop losses. That's important too as well, learning about those stop losses, so that way you don't have to sit there and hover over the chart the entire time. It'll execute some of those orders for you. General says, tempted to sell all my ape for Bone. Some things can be tempting, man. Gregory says, I believe in the wealth transfer. I believe there is a spiritual power behind sheep, and the Lord is going to use it to bless a lot of people. Bless those around you. Don't just trick it off when you get it. Do something wise with that wealth. When you do get it, be wise with it, because it can't, they say a fool and his money is easily parted. So you don't want to be a fool, because you could easily be separated from that money as well. Donald says, I need to buy some Bone. General says, update on paw. Okay, we definitely gonna get the paw going. YIY Bird Bridge says, door shib shibi. Big says, put the 100 into paw swap. Content creator said, only 100. Definitely Doge GF. If you know, you know. Hey, I still got some Doge GF in my bag. I still got a bag of Doge GF. We didn't forget. Which platform can I purchase Bone? You can purchase Bone on shibaswap, uniswap, and a ton of others as well. Rami says, keep up the channel, brother. You're doing a great job. Appreciate you, bro. C2F says, man, I'm holding this till I'm 50. I lost 10K on sports betting last year. I don't care about waiting on 500 to turn into 1 million. Hey, that's the mindset. That's how you want to do it. You want to only risk what you're willing to lose, so that way you can really give it time to mature. Shout out to Queen Perseverance. Says good morning or good evening. GVC says, Crow, Floki, Volt, Sheep, Bone, Doge Line, they all gonna blast off. Paw. Okay, salute Elon too, bro. All the dog tokens. Give us update. Queen. Okay, we gonna jump into Paw real quick. I believe I can fly. Let's see. Damn Daniel, Big Marco, Amen Gregory, Amen. God bless. It's dropping now. If I buy 100 Bone, how much would I recuperate if it hits $10? So basically, it's around, give or take 5x from now. So you'll probably be at around a little more than $500, $600, $700, somewhere in that range. Bone of 50 plus. Marxist says, past shibaswap is the official swap. Okay, basically, we seen that tweet. C2F said, 100, that's love. Love seeing my black people influencing and motivating the folks. Onika says, there's a whole lot of hidden nuggets I've been researching with Treat. It's hidden messages on the Sheep token website and Treat website nuggets. Remember, Treat has not officially launched yet. So if it's a treat that you bought in, it is not the official treat of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. So keep that in mind. But yeah, salute to C2F as well, man. We got to represent as well in the space. First Man says, I'm with Shiba Inu all the way, 100%. No cap, going straight up. Onika said, there's a whole lot of, okay, we got that one. Marcia says, show people how to buy, run them through the process like get ETH and go to Uniswap or shibaswap and show them how to put Bone contract address. It's really simple, y'all. If y'all the Bone is, I can also show you some centralized exchanges that Bone is listed on as well. Mouse said I picked up 4 trillion Doge GF. Mike says salute. New to your videos, appreciate you pulling up, Mike. Really make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, and also tell a friend about the channel. Chris says, hey, what's up? I'm currently have almost 8 billion sheep and 10k of Bone. 100, the price action will continue going up. Love your channel. Salute to Chris, man. Keep diamond handing, bro. It will pay off. Onika says, no, look at it. I'm not lying. It's shib OGs. Okay, Onika, send it to me on Twitter. Send me the contract address. Send me what you're referring to on Twitter. We'll check it out. C2F says, I believe this will be the price of Doge 5 years from now, and Doge will be the price of Bitcoin. Okay, so let's take a quick look real quick at Paul token. Let's make sure we got the right one. Okay, we got to go to the official website and find a contract address. Sometimes you really got to do your due diligence. You know, it could be extra loops to jump through or whatever, but you don't want to make a mistake. You want to make sure, you know, you just get the right one. So we went to the website real quick and grabbed the contract address, and I'm going to repaste it. Okay, let's switch over to CoinGecko. I mean, excuse me, not CoinGecko, Gecko Terminal. So Gecko Terminal is another basically the DEX that you can use. Not really a DEX, it's like a you know, price. It shows you basically the prices and everything, whatnot. I'm not sure if you can actually buy or sell on here. I never bought or sell on here. I just like the charts. But here we go. We got Paul. Okay, so right now Paul's sitting at 706993 level, down 9.9% in the last 24 hours. If you're somebody who already bought in, you may want to dollar cost average. You may not want to, but down 10% in one day, usually that's a discount that we want to take advantage of, especially if you bought at higher levels. Usually when it's a project like this, I only risk what I'm willing to lose, but I also save enough to be able to buy multiple dips just in case I want to take advantage of the discount that we see. So let's take a look. Let's drag this over. We got $4.3 million in volume on Paul swap in the last 24 hours. We got 691 buys, 519 sales. In the last 5 minutes, we can see that Paul swap is up 2%. In the last 30 minutes, we can see it's up around 1.7%. So what does that tell us? That the price is starting to go up, possibly on the news of Shibarium. It could be. Don't know. But in the last 24 hours, the price is down overall now 11.8%. So that is a nice discount. In the last 1 hour is down 4%. In the last 6 hours is down 10%. Also, we're sitting at 1.4 million in liquidity. So, you know, strong project, meaning that people can, you know, buy and sell without really affecting the chart too much. You know, the liquidity is there, or without impacting the price too much. So that's a good sign. We got the RSI at a 48. We know that a 70 and above is considered overbought on the relative strength index. When the relative strength index is 35 and below, we know that the asset is oversold. So right now, with it being at a 48, that's kind of in that mid range, not yet overbought, not yet oversold. So we kind of just letting it do its thing. It might continue to want to taper off, because you see we got the lower Bollinger Band here so this would tell us where our low levels, where we may find support at, is the 61.92 level. So we're at that 69 level. It could drop to the 61 level if we're looking at where the lower Bollinger Band is. The upper Bollinger Band is at that 89 level. So if it does have a breakout, we know likely it will stay within these bands. So it likes to basically trade within these this area. It likes to range within these these upper Bollinger Bands and the lower Bollinger Bands right there. And often it will use the mid Bollinger Band as a support or a resistance point. You see how it fell down here and it used the mid Bollinger Band this whole time as a support before it broke back up to the upper Bollinger Band and began to sell off again, before kind of trying to hold on to the mid Bollinger Band as a support before it dipped under there and actually tapped and used the lower Bollinger Band as a support. Also, MACD hasn't started to curl up yet. Usually the MACD is a lagging indicator. Once we see the MACD take off, the price is usually already moving in a positive direction, but it also lets other investors know that it's a good time to go long. That's for the investors that like to use this indicator. It's more of investors who are who like further confirmation before they jump prematurely. So that's Paul token right now. We could go look at the Paul Twitter page. Let's see what they got. So we got the Paul Shibarium page up right now, 14,400 followers. Last 3 hours, Paul Swap says, we can't wait to test Paul Swap on Shibarium net beta. Also, compare market cap said if Paul reaches SHIB's current market cap, its price would be 0.000065. That makes an 88x. You can now compare Paul Swap and shibainu with over 3,500 coins at compare market cap. So this is a cool tool to be able to use if you want to compare two tokens and say, okay, if Paul was to reach the same level that shibainu is worth right now, what would the price be and what percent or what X would that give us? What percentage would that give us? So Bitmart exchange upcoming listing. Paul will be on Bitmart soon. Bitmart is a cool exchange that a lot of people use. A lot of people are familiar with when it comes to some of those newer tokens. They usually get listed on Bitmart a little sooner before some of those other major exchanges. Also, Bitconomy said Paul listing benefits about 2 billion or 2 trillion Paul to be won. 13 billion, 56 billion, 156 and 2 billion, 26 billion. So basically a $270 billion Paul competition. Then Paul family, we are happy to announce the launch of paulburn.io, the first step for us to track all the utility burns from our swap and all future utilities. So I didn't see that. So let's take a look at this while we got it here. We got paulburn.io right here. So let's drop that in there. Okay, so now we can see Paul burn. Price of Paul, market cap, 69 million. Total supply. Looks like 1 quadrillion. Latest burn transactions. So we get burn transactions basically not too often. We have a few of them. Largest one appears to be $10 billion. Paul burned on the 6th around 4:09 a.m. So probably testing out this feature. I do like this, what they created right here, so we can just go check this out on our own if we're interested. But I also would like to see more information about, how each token is being burned and whatnot, or what utilities are burning each token. So let's go back to CoinMarketCap. Take a look at Bone and all the different exchanges that you can use to buy Bone token for those that were asking. So you can see Bone. If you go to CoinMarketCap and you click on Bone, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can see different markets where you can buy Bone. So you can see you could buy Bone at Gate.io, BitGet, Mexi Global, L Bank, BK Exchange, CoinX, ShibaSwap, even on SidaSwap, Bitmart, BTC Exchange, Bitconomy Exchange, DigiFinex, XT.com, CoinW, Bing, Juby, SuperX, Coin Tiger. So it's a ton of places you can buy Bone right now. I'm sure you had to hear of at least one of those. So right now, Bone's still moving, up 12.4% right now at $1.73. Bone continue to see some positive, sympathy from that Shibarium beta release announcement. C2F said, I believe this will be the price of Doge. Oh, we read that. Okay, let's see. Onika Day said in the Telegram, be aware, a scammer did get access to, well, I won't say get access, but I didn't make my Telegram name DecemberDeMarco. I made it at StockGoat Crypto Goat. So if you're trying to reach me on Telegram, it is at StockGoat Crypto Goat. It is not DecemberDeMarco. A scammer is using that one. So if somebody messages you on Telegram from at DecemberDeMarco, that is not me. They basically took the name before I actually used it. Or I honestly, I didn't even think to grab it on Telegram at first. I picked a different name, which I should have just thought about that to, use it, but it's all good though. Just be aware. So it's best to reach me on Twitter or Instagram at DecemberDeMarco. But this is the most fire stream I've caught from December. Salute. Shout out to Marx is pulling up. CTF said we're gonna be rich, all 123 of us. Let's go. PD said got bone at 52 cents. Thinking Forward said I need that TA course, bro. Guess my emails ain't coming through. I'll fly to Vegas for that joint. No cap. Send me an email right now, bro. Send me an email ASAP. Because I do get a few emails in, and you got to remember a ton of different projects reach out to me, so it is a few emails in there. But send me an email right now. I'll check it right when the stream ends, and we'll get you together, bro. But Mike really said I got bone at 80 cents. Yeah, we were putting out alerts at bone at 30 something cent, bone at 50 something cent, bone at 80 something cent, and now look where it is. Essence says bone is available on crypto.com, but I do not recommend holding the crypto on there, just for buying and exchanging, not financial advice. Keep that in mind as well. She has a good point there. She said it is available on crypto.com, but you don't want to just keep it there. You want to transfer it to your cold wallet. Essence said, why did I spell advice like that? Hey, Essence, for a minute when I looked at it, I'm like, I could have swore Essence was from the United States, but when you spelled it like that, I'm like, she must be from somewhere else. But it's all good. Spade says, when we win this war, I'm going to throw a Shiba party with chips and tea. How fancy I'm going to act. Hey, once we really do what we got to do, y'all, we're going to have a shibainu yacht party. I'm going to invite all y'all out to my yacht. All y'all that's been really rocking with me. But I'm going to have to remember your name from the comment section. If you're not somebody who really, is active in the chat, active in the community, I'm not going to know. I know who I know, so if y'all are new to the channel, you might want to become more active, because we really will be doing some IRL or in real life events, one day, linking up, possibly, we could do, Miami or something like that. I'm out here in Vegas, so we might plan something out here as well, but yeah, I want to be familiar with y'all. I want y'all to really be tapped in, locked in with me, so we are familiar, at least on a name basis when it comes to YouTube. And you could just say, oh, this is me right here. I'm like, oh, okay, I know exactly. So congrats to all the paw holders. Marcus said, GS thumbs up. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up like button. Donald Jones said, I'm holding 400 million paw. Okay. Randall Harvey says, always do your own research and have a diversified portfolio, a little bag, and all great projects. There we go. The drop said, drop the bone emoji. Chris Simpson said, do you think Shiba can go to 0.0001 by the end of the year and bone to $3 by May? I think it's possible. It's possible if we get Shibarium being as bullish as we expect it to be. Then I think so, yes. Yerma says, does anyone know about Shibakin? I don't. General says you can buy bone on CDC. Marxist dropped the bone emoji. Mike says, thank goodness I've caught you live. But my question is this: how do you purchase SHIB paw? So you can go to uniswap.com. You must load. You got to use one of your decentralized wallets. Connect your DeFi wallet to Uniswap, and you must have Ethereum. And then you'll just swap your Ethereum for paw. Make sure you go to the correct paw website. Get the contract address, the correct contract address, because there is fake paw tokens out there. Copy the contract address, enter it, and then just swap out the Ethereum for the paw. Suntag said you can buy bone on Uphold. That is another place too. Tara says, what platform are you using to buy crypto? I use several different platforms, but you want to use what's best for you. And it depends on where you are, because each platform is not available all over the world. So PD says, hello, Miss Essence. I see you doing your thing. I remember when you started. You go, girl. We proud. Content creator says, shout out to DecemberDeMarco. Appreciate you, bro. He said, hey, bro, what do you think about Shintama? I haven't looked into Shintama. Marxist said, I'm the only Marxist player. Thinking Forward says, sent. Appreciate you thinking forward. Michi said, definitely don't leave your coins on the exchange, not your keys, not your coins. Remember that, y'all. All y'all that are new to crypto, if you do not control the seed phrase or the key address, the 12 words, I think it is, 12 seed phrase. If you don't control that, then you don't really own the crypto. That means they're just reflecting numbers to you in your account. And if that's happening, that means if it goes bankrupt, then you lose out on your crypto as well. So shout out to Spade, said I'm down, fam. Onika Day said DMG Twitter, all the info. Okay, salute, Onika, appreciate that. ML says I own some Shiba Can. Okay, I haven't really heard of that one. But yeah, man, it's heating up, man. The time is here. I think over the next few days, people are gonna start ramping up into action, especially into anticipation of Shibarium beta being released. So let's see what Satoshi, if Satoshi has said anything else. I seen Satoshi make a tweet earlier. It said I am, but I guess Satoshi probably deleted it. So be aware of the scams, y'all. Okay, so Sheep Token tweeted and said, who's excited for the start of South by Southwest featuring the world premiere of Shib the Metaverse? For more information about schedules, please visit South by Southwest. And then they tagged a few of the people working on it right there, March 10th through the 19th. And Satoshi says, I am. So this may be big, y'all. I don't see too many people talking about the South by Southwest Metaverse reveal, but think about it. For them to take it to a world stage like that, it has to be something worthwhile. So I think, a lot of people are underestimating what the metaverse might bring. Let me know, are y'all excited about Shiba Inu's metaverse? Let me know, are y'all excited about Shiba Inu's metaverse? Shout out to AP, Essence, Suntag. Also, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up like button. Drop a like and drop a comment as well. Let me know that you are in the stream. This right now is etching your name in history. These live streams, these videos, they'll be there forever. So, going back in time, you'll be able to say, I was on the live stream when she was at this price, when Bones started to break out, when Shibarium beta first, announced that it was released. I was in that live stream. You can go back, look at the prices, look at, your comments on the stream, show other people that you were involved in the space, really, from, for whatever time period, for those of you that were on my videos before Shiba Inu had that last major breakout to all-time high, we can really go back to those live streams. We can really look in the comment section or even in the live stream comment section and see the people who are participating, the people who were involved, the people who are taking things serious. Y'all want to etch your names in history. I'm telling y'all. Say says, you coming to South by Southwest, Shibarium Metaverse launch would be cool for you coming through for the community. No pressure. I was thinking about it, but I didn't get enough people that were interested, really, that seemed like they were too interested. So, I figured instead of just taking that trip all the way to Texas, we could just cover it from here. Unless we get overwhelming, support for people from the community saying they really want to see me go cover it, then yeah, we can definitely do that. Lewis says, holding 63 million Shiba, is that a good amount? A good amount is whatever you're willing to risk losing. A good amount is as much as you can have, but an amount that you're willing to risk losing. And just because I say that you're willing to risk losing, don't mean you want to lose it, because obviously you could have been dollar cost averaging over a period of time. So that first buy could have been just an amount that you're willing to lose, but you could be on your, 25th, 26th, 7th buy, 30th buy. And obviously that bag is big enough to where you don't want to lose it. But at the same time, you don't want to put in more money than, you can afford to at once, because then you become emotional about it. And also you can have more than one bag. So keep that in mind as well. So was going to tell you that Kuma Inu was created by one of the Shiba Inu developers. I bought it last year and it's a good buy now. When Shiba goes up, so does Kuma. Awesome website and Kumadex. I believe I have some Kuma from last year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I ever sold it. Suntag said 9 was here on the live stream when you did ERH coverage. I'm not sure what that is, bro. I'm excited about the metaverse and everything else coming from Shib ecosystem. Okay, SNCU. First man said, yes, I'm very excited. Been waiting for this for a long time. Ebez Live says, hi, I'm from UK. My greetings, salute out there to the UK. He says, to you all. Tag said, I need. I don't know what that means, bro. Flamingo said, yeah, gotta believe in your investments, no matter how small it is. Content says, I'm very excited about Shibaverse. Says, I have 100 million sheep. Is that okay? Like I said, whatever you're willing to risk losing, as long as you don't put yourself in a tough situation. Daniel says nobody realizes how big SHIB is going to be. I won't believe it when it happens. Lewis says, thanks, family. You're welcome. Dennis says, from day dot connecting the dots. Salute. Suntag said, oh, Ethereum coverage. Okay. Lewis says, do you think the beta test will help the burn rate? I'm not sure. We got to wait for the official facts to drop to see if it will help that. But let's check out Vote.inu, man. Let's give Vote some love over here. Shout out to my Vote Army. This is a token that, we've been following for over a year now, tracking it almost daily. This is one you definitely want to have on your radar if you don't. So last post, let's see. Shout out to Jake holding it down and said, voting together to burn. That's what VoteChain stands for. 100 projects adopting this tool is another achievement, adding to the vote legitimacy and exposure. So Vote.inu basically having probably 100 different projects using the VoteChain widget. VoteChain or Vote.inu has created a utility called VoteChain. And it's its own decentralized exchange where you can buy and sell different cryptocurrencies, automatically be listed with no liquidity provided. Any token listed on ERC20 or BEP20 is automatically added to VoteChain. And not only did they create that utility, but they created a widget where now projects can add this widget to their website and have investors have a safe, quick, easy place to buy that new token right away. Usually it takes some time, or you can only buy it on Uniswap, or you have to wait for, some listing somewhere else. But Vatoshi created the utility to be able to do it right away. So shout out to Vatoshi for that. Trader Dank says, Vote card coming soon this month, and you just need to hold 200 million Vote, which is approximately 0.2 ETH. So for those that don't know, Vote.inu is creating its own debit card partner with Visa, where now you can spend different cryptocurrencies. And of course, in order to hold it, you have to have some, Vote has to create utility for itself. And one of the utilities is, making users hold $200 million or $200 million. I can't wait till we at that level, but 200 million Vote tokens on in their wallet before they can actually use this card. So bullish right there. We still got stage 5 of the Vote.inu roadmap. If you haven't checked out Vote.inu, come check it out. Stage 5 of the roadmap just recently released, and there's still a ton of different catalysts on this roadmap that are to be rolled out. So on January 9th, we officially launched the VoteChain widget. It can be added by any project for free to offer an easy way to their community to buy the token and burn their supply directly from the website. 2 months later, 100 projects already added it. What a voted adoption. Absolutely amazing. Hype Man Alex says, if you're holding Vote.inu, you're going to make it. They have delivered time and time again. And when you mix a capable dev that delivers and a monster community, it cannot be stopped. That's facts right there, y'all. Let me know in the comment section, are you a part of the Vote community? Let everybody know if you represent the Vote Army in the comment section. Vote it up right now. Let everybody that is watching that is not a part of the Vote Army know how strong the community is. And y'all better show out right now. I'm putting Vote on the spot right now. So shout out to T Hobbs, said, Vote fam, check out my new update video. So bullish, full send, urgent, bullish updates, debit cards, huge supply burns. Crypto Latina said, this week's schedule looks a bit different for me, but just as voted, if not more. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for our live stream with special guests, the Vote Captain, aka community leader, Mr. Pablo Crow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So shout out to those individuals holding it down on the front lines. Also, Vatoshi says, voted to welcome Zoker ERC20 as the 100th project adding VoteChain widget to their website, thus becoming deflationary. So that's another thing about VoteChain. Every time a project is traded or exchanged on VoteChain, it becomes deflationary. So what that means is removing some of the tokens from that circulating supply out of circulation. So it makes each token left more valuable. And it's also doing the same thing for Vote.inu tokens as well. So super bullish. Shout out to Believes. Crypto. He says, Vote.inu update, voting never stop, double burns. Ideas of March, I believe, or ideas of March. On top of buying Vote with SEPA cards or bank transfer on Guardian.com, you can now also purchase Vote via Google Pay. Another step in making Vote.inu available to the masses, thanks to our partner at Guardian. So that's massive right there. Vote.inu and Google Play. I'm gonna have to make a separate video on this one, breaking this one down. That's fire right there. But Optimus says, Vote will be burning tokens from the circulating supply all March, every Friday. It will match auto burns for the past week. Look into Crypto, the last 7-day burns is 43 billion tokens. So just imagine that, this is a project that a lot of y'all might not have heard of, but you're going to hear about it. So let's take a look at the comments right now, see who's all voting it up. We got We got some people voting it up in the comments right now. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. Shout out to the vote army. If you haven't yet, you better vote. You better vote in this comment section if you part of the community and you're really part of the army. Don't leave us hanging, man. So let's go. Let's see. Okay, Suntag voting it. Petey says, let's pay attention to the weekly of Bitcoin. I see something for me. Hold on, we voting it up right now, Petey. Lewis voting. Essence voting. Broski Steppin got 100 million and vote Inu. He's voting. GS voting. Content creator vote Inu, baby. Sedum said, is Shibtoshi? We voting right now. We vote. I'm looking for the vote comments. Lewis says, I'm part of the vote family too. Basic KR said, hey, my guy, salute. Content creator said, get voted before them zeros drop out of nowhere. So if you're listening to this and you haven't voted yet, take a listen. This is real community members here. Salute to ASAP. General said, we be partying in Toronto when we're all millionaires. Bro, you being here in Austin so you can have firsthand knowledge of what's going on, the possibility of maybe meeting Satoshi. Satoshi won't be stepping out at South by Southwest, just so you know. Suntag, but I would definitely like to go if the community wanted me to. But Suntag voting. Aaron said, I've been buying 300 sheep each week. I just over the last year, I have 2 bags, both in cold storage. One with my hodl of 1 billion and almost 500 million in the other, and the 500 willing to trade. Lewis voting it up, vote Inu all day. Essence voting it up. Tim said, I bought leash to walk the Shiba Inu. After the walk, the Shiba Inu needs his paws clean. Now I need a bone to get the Shiba Inu into the kennel. Aaron says, recover all my investments. I have a 1 billion sheep on the house to ride. The angel, rocket emojis. Flamingo voting it up. Thinking forward, voting it up. Aaron said a different number. Lewis said, vote Inu we trust. HJFJ90 said, vote army. QVC said, let's vote. HJ voting it up. Crypto Epidemic said, whose vote? Ain't no way Crypto Epidemic don't know whose vote. He said, I'm just joking. GS voting it up. Salute to everybody. Michi voting it up, man. We got everybody voting it up. Big Bro 10 voting it up. Take a look at this, y'all. These are real people, man, from all over the world. Marcia said, bone chart and leash chart looking nice. Mike says, I have to spend $30 just to buy some vote on Coinbase wallet. GVC said, I'm new to the vote fam, but I'm here. Salute. Shout out to GVC holding it down. Shout out to HJ as well holding it down. Randall as well says, I have 50 million vote and been buying 50 a week, man. So you can see the vote community is strong. We are here. Let's take a look at the price of vote Inu as well. Okay, so we can see vote Inu up 0.5% on the day at that 5016.3 level right now. So if you're hearing this, pay attention. Remember this number. Remember this number in the future. I believe this number is going to be a lot higher. But hey, y'all, we're going to wrap this stream up, man. Salute to everybody for rocking with me. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Join the channel. If you want to become a member, get access to exclusive perks. Also, become a subscriber. It is absolutely free to subscribe. Join our Facebook investment community. Over 6,300 active investors. Private stock market game on Facebook. Also, follow me on all platforms at DecemberDeMarco. Also, I have 3 courses available for y'all. My stock options trading course. It'll teach you how to trade options in the stock market Monday through Friday. And it also has some day trading principles in there. So if you're interested in learning day trading, that course is for you as well. We got the technical analysis course, teaching you how to understand the data on the charts so you can become a better informed investor. And then we got the crypto one-on-one course, giving you a well-rounded understanding of cryptocurrency, man. Salute to everybody. I'm going to take these last few comments before we get out of here. Chris says, what's your thoughts on Matic? Do you think it can hit 5? I'm bullish on Matic, bro. I'll say that. Shout out to Lewis, says represented from Colorado. Shout out to Asen, said I got put on vote by Mr. Organic, a YouTuber. Do you know about him? Yeah, I know about Mr. Organic, man. Salute to the entire Gargoyle gang, man, for real. Aaron says, looks like she might be trying to move back up now. Suntag said, do more lives, bro. Okay, definitely will. Y'all got to make sure y'all turn on those notifications, though, so y'all can, catch the stream live. Michi says, salute the GOAT. Appreciate you, Michi. Salute. ML says, thanks for the live, Mr. DecemberDeMarco. You're welcome. Shout out to HJFJ90 in the building, man. Appreciate everybody for pulling up, and we are out. DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com for y'all that are looking to invest in the courses, and at DecemberDeMarco on all social platforms. We gone.